Gravitz Sports Show.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. This is Jack. Say hello, Adam.
Hello, I'm not happy, so let's just get this going.
Why are you not happy?
I'm not happy at you, just rubbing it in my face off camera about all your awesome trips, and I have no awesome trips. And
you don't have the capacity to go anywhere or do anything. You're just stuck at home.
I have one trip planned, potentially, and that's it. And I'm not telling you.
Why not?
I'm not discussing it with you yet.
I think I'm allowed to go to a beach week once a year.
You're not?
I'm not allowed to go to the beach.
No.
That seems unfair.
The beach is overrated. You're not allowed to go.
I always go to the beach.
It's overrated.
I like soft serve. I like the deep sea fishing trip.
Everyone can blame you for screwing over the podcast.
There's nothing going on in sports next week. It's like the dead week.
That's a lie, but okay.
It's a dead week. Nothing's happening until our fantasy draft.
I'm just not in a good mood, but just go.
Are you not in a good mood because the Nats got no hit?
Well, I mean, they got no hit by the team that nobody likes, the Phillies, so that does suck. I mean, whatever.
What else is grinding your gears?
I don't know. Your Orioles are stupid.
They're stupid.
Well, since it's your team, you can discuss how dumbass your owner is, but you don't want to because you'll never say anything negative about him.
No, I think the Angelos family is pretty trash.
Why don't you tell everyone the story that doesn't know it? Who's ever been living under a rock? I mean, everyone's probably heard the story.
So I was on the threads, and I heard that Orioles TV announcer Kevin Brown was suspended, and I obviously watching most of the games with the volume down or like not listening to that.
He's very good.
I think I was like, oh, maybe he said something inappropriate. Maybe something happened. No, what he ended up doing that got him suspended was noting that in previous years the Orioles were bad
against Tampa. Against Tampa.
Well, Tampa, one of the elite teams of the AL East, noting that in the past couple of years the O's have done poorly against them, and now they're doing better because they're a better team. Yeah. And that got him suspended.
Right. But John Angelos, who's one of the worst owners in professional sports, the Angelos family sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like such a clown. My thing is this. Why are you suspending Kevin Brown when the person who did this was the graphics department who put up the stat?
It was the producer. It was the producers who made the thing.
The PR person or producer who gave them the stat.
Yeah.
So why are you? If you're going to suspend Kevin Brown, suspend everybody.
Yeah. But also acknowledge that the team did stink up until the second half of last year.
So Kevin Brown is getting punished by a moron because
he's a political prisoner. This is a witch hunt, the likes of which this team hasn't seen.
No, I mean it is a shame for Orioles fans, which I guess you are one of them, that you have to deal with an owner who's an incompetent moron.
It's not. It's definitely uncommon for the DMV to have incompetent buffoon owners who screw things up.
I mean, if you were ranking like the worst ownership groups in an area, I'd have to say the DMV would be
the worst
at the top.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a worse area that has worse owners in sports. I mean, yes, you have teams with bad owners. Like New York Knicks have James Dolan. He sucks.
Right.
But
universally, if you look at, you
universally just looked at owners, and you're like, who are the worst owners in their respective sports?
I mean, up until recently, we had Snyder, Leonsis, Angelos. That's like a murderer's row of terrible.
Right. So, you could honestly make the argument that, you had the worst owner in professional football, Snyder. You have maybe the worst owner in, or at least family ownership group in baseball.
Yeah, the worst owner in basketball.
And I guess from my end, one of the worst owners in basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, the DMV got screwed big time.
Yeah, it's not great.
But yeah, no, Kevin, the Angeles family looks like morons. Not one person is defending them, which they shouldn't be doing, and everyone's like made light of it on their own, like on other regional broadcasts, like making fun of this, and just they're crushing them. And hopefully he's back soon. I think I've read some stuff. Oh, he's back Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard I guess I was watching one of the games and they were like chanting like "Free Kevin Brown."
Yeah.
But I mean, I just don't understand what John Angelos is doing. Like, there's just no reason for this.
You don't need that bad mojo on that team.
Yeah, why you would do that, I have no idea. No. But I guess that was kind of the big story.
That's a big story.
Maybe. Trying to think what else. Like, I guess NFL preseason starts this week.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I watched Hard Knocks last night.
Yeah.
So it is basically an Aaron Rodgers suckfest. Like, they were just blowing Aaron Rodgers the entire time. And again, I will say this though, he was kind of like personable in Hard Knocks. But it's like, really, this is what it's going to be? Just 4 episodes of like, wow, we're learning so much from Aaron Rodgers. Look at this great throw that Aaron Rodgers can make. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers, this is like, okay, we get it. Like, Aaron Rodgers is fucking good at football. Like, of course, we know this. He's a Hall of Famer. But it's just like, there was no, like, the only people they focused on were Sauce Gardner graduating, which is cool. From Cincinnati, and Aaron Rodgers. Okay, sorry, and briefly Zach Wilson. Like, okay, I guess. Like, really, that's not what we watch Hard Knocks for.
No, I want to see drama. I want to see undrafted rookies trying hard. I want to see people getting cut. I want all kinds of stuff. I want the emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, they showed like one clip making fun of like some undrafted defensive tackle who like didn't. He was trying to pronounce charcuterie and couldn't do it.
Yeah, I want to see guys being late for like a meeting, getting in trouble, all kinds of good stuff.
Right. So like, yeah, I mean, but that's my point. Like, it was like they had, and then they had like some cameos, like Method Man showed up, and like Liev Schreiber, obviously the voice of Hard Knocks,
obviously
did it. He was there, but again, I was a little disappointed.
Okay. I
mean,
episode 1, right? So it's like
episode 1. That's correct.
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get into it. I remember the Lions had it last year. Is that right? Yeah,
last year. Well, just Dan Campbell's a crazy man, so right. I like Dan Campbell.
But that first episode, I was like, I don't know what to make of this because
the one thing I kind of liked was they did talk about like the Sean Payton, Nathaniel Hackett thing, which was kind of cool.
Yeah,
that was kind of interesting. And like, but again, I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it just because it's like football,
football
stuff.
Content. Yeah.
Content, but like I don't really want to just watch 4 episodes of Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner and Garrett. Like, I know they're great or they're really good. Like, fuck, man.
Is Aaron Rodgers going to go to his?
It's like, oh, we're just going to focus on Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua. Everybody knows those guys are really good.
Yeah, I want to get to know the lesser known players. That's part of the fun.
So hopefully they'll do that. Like you said, hopefully they'll do that in the next upcoming episodes. So more football content, which of course you didn't watch because you don't watch anything. Netflix released the Johnny Manziel documentary, which is part of like the Untold. I think it's like a 4-part thing they do every year. It was, I mean, Johnny Manziel, you can say what you want about him. I mean, you could tell he's one of these dudes who played football just because he was really good at it, not because he actually liked football.
Okay.
He was just really, really good. He was just better than everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're really good at it, and he just, you know what it is? He wanted the fringe benefits. He wanted the
parties.
He wanted the money. He wanted to get laid. He wanted to like, again, I don't blame him. Like, those are great parts of football.
Yeah.
But like, it was interesting to see some stuff where like, do you remember the story when they said like Johnny Manziel came from oil money? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? That wasn't true. You know what it was? His boy, his like pseudo agent, made that up so they could keep the money that they collected from signing autographs at Texas A&M. So like, he got all this money. Like, remember he kept on showing up to like, he would show up like courtside to like NBA finals and like hanging out with Drake and guys like that. He was paying for it with all of his autograph money. Everyone thought it was oil money from like mom.
Okay.
Yeah, so they lied. But again, good bit.
But that's only a problem back then because now he would have gotten a big now
Johnny Manziel would make. Right. The other thing that we found was, I mean, not totally shocking, was when he was drafted by the Browns, they gave him like a team issued iPad.
Yeah.
And normally normal quarterbacks would want to like watch film.
Yeah.
his iPad tracked 0.0 hours of watching film.
Just all pornography?
No, he didn't watch any film.
Huh.
He didn't watch anything.
Yeah. Hard to believe.
I mean, the guy just, it is sad because he self-destructed himself so badly.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was like going out of his way to like take more drugs and like, just drink more and stuff like that. And they showed some stories like with his ex-wife and ex-girlfriends and stuff like that. And that's not, that wasn't great. But like, again, he was an enigma wrapped in a whatever, because like when he was there at A&M, like he was like, the guy everyone wanted to watch. I mean, I was rooting for him when they beat Alabama. You were watching that.
Yeah.
You remember that? Like, but nobody thought he would be an NFL player. Like when the Browns drafted him, nobody thought like, oh yeah, this guy's going to be a star.
Right.
He was a 5'10" quarterback.
Yeah.
Who just didn't care. Like when you watch him, you could tell he just didn't care. Like he was just really good. But I will say, it was a very good doc. And I've said this before. The one I'm looking forward to most is 2 weeks from yesterday, which is the Urban Meyer and University of Florida doc from those teams in like 2006 to 2009, I guess. The Aaron Hernandez, Pouncey twins, Tebow.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So many. I mean, it wasn't just Aaron Hernandez that was a piece of shit. Go back and just Google like Florida arrests, like Florida football team arrests.
Yeah.
2006 to 2008. You'll find some very fascinating things. And I hope that they delve into that. Now, will they? I don't know. Urban Meyer's a piece of shit, so who knows if that guy will even talk. No. Like, will they actually say anything? But I'll be fascinated. That's all I'm going to say. So that's the one I'm looking forward to next.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think what else. I played softball last night.
Yeah, tell me about your... Yeah, we're doing it day late for all of those who care.
You know what I hate is like my cat must be shit by mosquitoes. Oh, yeah. It was fine. Like, we lost by 1 run. What sucked was that, like, the team we were playing against had, like, 6 players, and I'd say 4 of them were, like, just dudes that just hit bombs. So it was just getting, like, annoying, because, like, they would hit, like, I think their guys hit probably had at least 12 at-bats. I had 5, maybe. Like, it was just annoying, and, like, we played fine. I didn't play great. I was 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs.
You played second or catcher? Where were you?
Second and first.
Okay.
Second and first. I had one misplay on an out, like one play where there was a couple plays in the field where like one guy, like the first baseman cut me off like for a ball that should have been mine. I should have called him off. Whatever. There was one that was like hit over, like just barely over my head that annoyingly I didn't catch. But I had a bunch of putouts, a couple pop-up catches. But I didn't hit well at all. I got robbed twice. In the
hard hit balls.
Outfield. Huh?
Hard hit balls that got caught.
Yeah, decently hit balls. But I had like 1 sack fly.
Is there a fence? Is there an outfield fence where you play, or is
There's a fence, but it's only on like the right field side.
So it's kind of. But so if you
hit it over that, you have to hit it over that, over whatever. But
you're a pull hitter. You're a right-handed pull hitter, so you're hitting left field anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm a dead pull hitter. Yeah, we lost by 1 run. John Barr, of course, telling like this. There was a reason why we couldn't podcast yesterday because John Barr's. I'm like, John, I need a podcast potentially. I forgot we were going to do it yesterday. I was like, John, I need a podcast on potentially on Tuesday, and he's like, oh yeah, you'll be back by the time our thing starts. Literally, I walked into my house at 8:35.
Yeah, terrible.
And I was like soaked, so I obviously wanted to like shower and stuff. So I wouldn't have been ready.
You're covered in mosquito bites.
John just wanted to play. John's like, oh, we should keep on playing. We should keep on playing. We should keep on playing. Like my kids are in at camp. I want to keep on playing. It's like, John, not everyone's kids are at camp, and not everyone wants to just play for 2 hours plus. In the whatever, not everyone wants to play for 2 hours plus.
Yeah,
but it was still fun. Like the people were fine. Actually, I randomly saw a guy that I went to high school with. So that was on the other team. That was interesting. Yeah. So that was that. Yeah. And then another crazy thing that happened yesterday was like my homeowner's insurance got canceled. So for some reason my dad's still on my homeowner's insurance thing. Okay. Somebody called, like I paid this back in like December. Yeah. 2022. So I should be good, right? Obviously. Okay. Literally, somebody called pretending to be my dad and canceled my insurance. Canceled the insurance on like July, like a week ago. So I technically didn't have insurance on my home.
Yeah, but it was also fraudulent cancellation. So it's like,
well, so whatever. It got squared up and whatever, but like that was kind of interesting.
That's kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Very weird.
The insurance is weird. We had a fantasy football debate earlier. It was on insurance and insuring players. I'm curious if the audience would be interested in hearing about a wild theory.
They don't want to hear us rant about. No, they want to hear us talk about your person.
Well, they want to hear about what?
They want to hear us talk about your favorite former president.
Oh, well.
I sent you gobs and gobs of things.
Gobs, and I like how you describe it as gobs. Yeah, it's sweaty gobs of content where...
But he is, again, we do this every show because like he's an endless supply of insanity.
Mm-hmm.
He is mentally deranged. Like I'm telling you, you don't agree?
Oh,
like he needs to be tested. Like he's mentally not there.
It's super messed up, and
the worst part is like, so the worst part is that he keeps on like literally. What did they say that he couldn't do? What did they say?
Don't threaten people. Don't tamper. Don't
what has he
mess
literally
around.
Done since the indictments?
He can't. That's his way of communicating.
Well,
he communicates in this.
Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Punish him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't just keep on like saying, "Oh, we're going to do it." No. Punish him then.
Yeah.
How do you punish him? How do you punish him?
Well, so here's a couple things. On the one hand, you have I believe they subpoenaed Twitter for files. And so Twitter is in contempt. So Twitter owes the government like $300,000.
So I saw.
I would penalize him and say, hey, you have a cash penalty because they're going broke. And I feel like that's a thing. I mean, I obviously would love to have him in pre-trial detention.
You say he's not, but he's not going broke.
He's not. Well, his super PAC that is paying for his legal fees is going broke.
Fine, but here's what you know. But you and I both know what is going to happen.
Well, he's not going to pay his lawyers.
No, he will grift and grift.
Well,
and
here's
grift.
the next part. So check this out. So I heard that based on. It's either New York or Georgia, they're going to put a freeze on the super PACs that are paying for his legal fees based on some RICO violations or something.
You said yourself he doesn't pay the lawyers anyway.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Just saying.
So anyway, my thing is this. He needs to be put in jail. Or something needs to happen because, like, they literally said you cannot threaten these people. And he just goes on every one of these, like, right-wing insanity places. Yeah. And just does exactly what they say you're not supposed to do.
Correct.
Because I said this to you 1,000 times. He believes that the law does not apply to him.
Yeah, and he incites incites violence. One of his homies just got killed, threatening to kill Biden.
That was a story. By the way, go find the Twitter, like the post he posted about Biden.
Yeah,
you'll see why the FBI like went after this guy. You'll see.
Yeah.
No, it's just. My thing is this, he's been a privileged pile of shit his whole life.
Yeah.
So he thinks that laws don't apply to him.
Correct.
And that's the worst part of people like this.
Of course.
Because he'll keep on doing it. And he'll keep on doing it. And he'll keep on doing it. And the most insane thing is that his cult just keeps on thinking, yeah, you're right. And what's funny is I sent you another thing like Eminem. You wouldn't think this was going to happen on the podcast. We talk about Eminem.
No.
But Eminem was like... Eminem. No, Eminem was like, the fuck is wrong with you people? Why do you think a supposed billionaire has anything in common with you hardworking people, from the middle of America, right? It just doesn't make any sense. That's the part that I will never understand.
No, the people who love him, he despises.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you're a super rich, like, owner of a professional team or, like, a CEO of a hedge fund, absolutely Trump is your guy. Right?
Yep. You're a poor, illiterate person from the South. He does not care about your kind.
But, so this is what I will never understand. Why can't you explain that to people who are Trumpers? Like, you do know he literally...
Their brains are broken.
Okay. That's all. I guess that's all we can say. Yeah. It's just... Do you not think it's insane how many of their brains are broken?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, we remember how, like, 2 years ago, I made a flow chart of how messed up people are and what tiers you can go and reclaim. And the people who are still a fan of him are in that tier 4 or 5 where you can't deprogram them.
They're never going to be deprogrammed. And it's like, it's just remarkable. Like, how do these people go, like, Was 6 years ago, were they this insane? Or 8
Yes.
years ago, 10 years ago? Oh, you think they just waited? What? They were always Trump fans?
Oh, you mean like the ones from like the 2016 election?
No, like before 2016, like before this.
Oh, no, I think they were like had deep seated, like they were weirdos who were just looking for something that they could latch onto because they really just wanted to join a cult.
Basically, had this psycho never ran for president,
Never
we'd be
ran.
fine.
Oh no, the weirdos would still be there, but they would be rallying around something else that's different and weird.
And let him anyway, I don't know, man. It's like, and now he's insulting like the Georgia, the Fulton County DA. That seems smart.
Yeah, he's claiming she's having an affair with a gang leader, and
Which is not true at all.
well, obviously, but it doesn't cost you anything to say lies. It's free speech, man. America, fuck yeah.
Here's the best part of the whole thing. He's so stupid, he doesn't realize that he's not being prosecuted because of free speech.
Correct. He's very.
He
dumb.
doesn't understand. Huh?
He's very dumb.
They're the dumbest. I'm trying to think what else. Anything else? Like we just ranted on your friend Trump.
No, you mentioned your mosquito bites. I know everyone loves mosquitoes, but what? Today I learned that mosquitoes bite dogs as well. Tilly and I were outside, and she was just like, looked like she had polka dots all over her back.
Yeah,
as well.
That's what I have. That's what I have in both my calves. It is so pain. God, it is so fucking.
I mean,
painful.
on the one side, obviously with global climate change, mosquitoes will be more prevalent because we don't have the winter freeze. It kills them, and it's going to be more and more warm, wet areas where they can breed. But at some point, we'll reach it where nothing will survive on Earth, hopefully, and hopefully that will take the mosquitoes out as well. And the next version of life on Earth will go without mosquitoes.
It's extremely painful. I'm trying to think what else. Anything else? Anything else?
Anything else that's exciting? I don't know. I think we.
Are you excited for preseason football? Will you watch your Commanders on Friday?
You know what? Howell is starting, which I appreciate. No one's earned the right to take a day off.
I'm shocked. I'm a little shocked, but Deshaun Watson's apparently starting.
Well, he sucked last year. He needs to start.
Yeah. So, are you going to watch? You'll watch.
When's the game?
The one thing I'm going to hate is that literally, like, my Twitter is going to just be like infested with like everyone tweeting like every play.
Well, don't look at Twitter.
I know, it's just, but you get what I'm saying.
You gotta leave the X anyway. That's a hell site.
Okay,
You
stop.
gotta switch.
Shut up, Jack.
Switch to Threads. That's where it's at.
Okay, what? No, it's not. But yeah, that's something. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't really think that much is going on. I guess. Oh, I hung out with Max on Sunday.
Scherzer or your nephew?
You do this every time. The joke is dumb.
I like it.
I don't like it. No. My nephew, obviously.
Perfect.
So hung out with him on Sunday.
How's he doing?
He's good. He came over for breakfast. I had a late night the previous night.
Right.
So my mom calls me at like 7:30 in the morning, like, oh, Lindsay and Mike are coming, and Max, everyone's coming at like, whatever. And I'm like, can you please let me sleep?
Mm-hmm.
But I woke up because I figured I'd survive and get my ass over there, and I did. And Max saw me, and I was like, where would you like me to sit? He said he wanted me to sit next to him so I could eat breakfast next to him.
That was nice of him.
He fed me some blueberries. Kid loves blueberries. Went to Cabin John Park.
Mm-hmm.
And went on the slide.
Uh-huh.
He's still scared. He won't go down by himself. Not like the big slide, not like the big slides that are meant for like 5 to 6 year olds.
Right.
But even the smaller slides, he'll like climb up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be like, hey Max, all right, time to go down. Even I would be at the bottom, like, hey Max, whatever. He wouldn't come down. He would just sit. He would just stand there. So that's the next step, is him like
being a little more brave,
becoming a little bit more brave. But he's also only 2.5, so I mean.
Yeah, it's hard enough for him to like stand up and move and stuff.
He's fine with that. And then what else did we eat? What else did we do there? Oh, I mean, Cabin John Park, that pig.
Yeah, I love the trash pig.
Right, he loved the trash pig. He's like, piggy. It's like, all right, dude. And then he'd give the pig trash, and then you push the button, and his eyes would light up. And then he also went on that train.
Yeah, I love the train. Yeah.
The train, $3.50. What a racket, but whatever.
I've got a bunch of punch tickets for free. You should use those.
How would I have known that? Anyway, my mom, my dad, and him went on the train together.
It's a good ride. You also can do that at Wheaton as well if you guys want to mix it up.
Anyway, he seemed to enjoy that, but yeah, it was fun to see him.
Well, that's good.
Good time seeing him. Good time seeing little man. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it, I guess, right?
Okay, yeah, it sounds good. That sounds like a lot of topics and things that people can chew on.
No podcast next week, so just be happy about that, everyone, because of Jack.
You gotta save it up. I'll be at the beach eating some custard, looking at the sand,
eating ice cream, and just not
I'll be
caring about any of you.
Drinking on the balcony, looking out the ocean, just chilling, relaxing, not a care in the world. Not like you, who's worrying about softball and like trying to knock it to right field.
I'm not playing softball anytime soon. I think this was the last.
That was the last game of the season.
Game of of August, I think, for them. I don't know. That's what. So. Yeah. Right. I guess that's it. Soon we'll be doing our like college football previews. I guess right.
Fantasy preview and who you should be drafting and stuff.
We got a couple more weeks before we start doing all those. So
yeah, exciting. Okay. Well, for Adam, this is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.
The Adam Gravitz Sports Show.